Hey folks, and beautiful good day from Vienna Schwechat Airport. Today I'll be flying all the way to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia on board Saudi Arabian Airlines Airbus A320-200 in, well, obviously, as always, economy class. So thank you guys for coming along to today's trip report, and I do hope that you guys are as excited as I am for the upcoming flight on board Saudi Arabian Airlines. So let's don't waste any more time and head right inside the terminal building in order to check in. Cheers! Vienna Airport, which I proudly called my home base some years ago, isn't actually located in Vienna. It's located in Schwechat, Lower Austria, but is very well connected to the city center by 3 different train services. You can either take the ÖBB S7 and Rex 7 lines or the city airport train, aka CUT. Saudi Arabian Airlines operates out of Terminal 1, which is predominantly used by low-cost and non-Star Alliance airlines. Check-in today was a breeze. We were through in about 5 minutes, which is always a great start. And by the way, the door on the right hand side leads directly to the staff security checkpoints for gates C and D. How do I know that? Well, you can guess. I have to say, the newly renovated area between Terminal 1 and the larger Terminal 3 is quite impressive. The large chandeliers are a refreshing change of scenery. Here is a quick glance through Terminal 3, which, by the way, also features an ÖBB counter for those of you who prefer to avoid the machines. For us, though, it's now time to head through the new passenger security controls between Terminal 1 and Terminal 3. And by the way, please don't get ripped off by these vending machines. Grab your drinks and snacks at the more affordable Billa supermarket located in Terminal 3, right across the just mentioned ÖBB ticket office. As soon as you have made it through security, you will inevitably go through a duty-free shop. By the way, we will be boarding Saudia flight SV150 today, which takes off from gate D23 at 4:05 p.m. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to find a shortcut past this shop. If you know one, please let me know in the comment section below. Alright, I got to say that using the new security control here in Vienna between Terminal 1 and Terminal 3, so I guess it's called Terminal 2, although there are no check-in facilities. Anyway, it was actually quite a pleasant experience. So let's head right through the passport control in order to get to today's gate, which should be D23, if I recall correctly. Well, getting through the passport control was actually also a pretty straightforward process, to say so, as they have these so-called e-gates for European citizens. And, well, as I have a German passport, Germany is in the European Union, I'm of course allowed to head through these e-gates. But anyway, quite like what they made out of this gate area, of this D-gates area during the pandemic, as there was a lot of construction work going on here. But apart of that, I finally made it to gate D23. So yeah, let's check out the gate area and afterwards right head in today's Airbus A320 aircraft. Today's Airbus A320 was built in Toulouse and delivered to Saudi Arabian Airlines in July 2010 with the registration Hotel Zulu-Alpha Sierra Delta. In fact, it only has 110 seats, 20 of which are in business class and 90 in economy class. Technically speaking, Saudia could therefore operate flights on this aircraft with just 3 flight attendants. And since boarding started well ahead of schedule, I would say let's get in. Alright, I'm finally inside the jet bridge on my way to today's Saudi Arabian Airlines A320. I'm actually really looking forward to this flight, but I'm even more looking forward to my final destination of this trip, which will be Bangkok. But anyway, let's head inside and check out the cabin interior.
Flight number 150. Traveling to King Abdulaziz International Airport in Jeddah.
Alrighty, I finally settled in on today's seat, which is 32 Lima, which is 2 rows behind the emergency exit, behind the overwing emergency exit. And I got to say that I am so far pretty impressed about both. Firstly, the cabin interior, but also the cabin crew, as they are, really charming to say so. At least this is what I can already say at this point of the flight, so right after, boarding. But anyway, I would say let's take a quick look around today's seat. First of all, there is a blanket and a rather cheap pillow ready at your seat. Headphones are handed out by the flight attendants as soon as boarding is complete. And I got to say that I actually really like the packaging of the headphones with various Saudia destinations. There is a fairly modern IFE monitor built into the seat in front, which we will look at in more detail later in the flight. Underneath there is a seat pocket with a normal folding table, which unfortunately does not look particularly clean. The legroom, however, is simply fantastic, same as the fact that every seat is equipped with a universal power socket and an USB outlet. Long story short, I would say that you can spend several hours in such a well-equipped A320 without any problems, at least as far as the hard product is concerned.
For safety reasons, any portable electronic devices such as mobile phones, tablets, and laptops should be in flight mode, and the use of wireless devices and remotely controlled devices is strictly prohibited throughout the flight. To use any other portable electronic devices, please inform one of the flight attendants. If your electronic device dropped into the seat, do not move the seat.
The in-flight service began about 60 minutes after takeoff. Saudia serves a free hot meal on medium-haul flights like this one. Today we had chicken with seasoned rice and fried onions as the main course, which was accompanied by a corn salad with small pieces of pepper and a small cake for dessert. There was also the obligatory bread roll with butter and a small bottle of water. You can also choose from several non-alcoholic drinks such as coffee or tea, as well as many different juices. And as expected, everything is being served with plastic cutlery. That's certainly improvable, but being honest, I only know a handful of airlines not serving food with plastic cutlery in economy class. I would say that today's meal doesn't look too bad, but being honest, I have already seen better meals when flying Saudi Arabian Airlines. But being honest, I've only been flying their 787 before in also economy class, but this should probably not have any effect on the meal quality and also quantity. But anyway, let's finally dig in and do the taste test. I got to say that the chicken is really moist and tender and also well marinated, but also spicy, goddamn. You know, don't get me wrong, the meal was definitely on the decent side, but there is one thing I seriously want to complain about. Where's the butter for my bread roll? So let's take a closer look at Saudia's IFE system, as promised in the very beginning of this video. The selection of films and series is really impressive. The only thing I missed, however, were newer blockbuster Hollywood films. Of course, an interactive live map is also integrated. This offers a few other functions, such as an overview of the current flight data and a preview of the entire route, which I always find very cool. But let's move on to the general features of today's seat. It comes with an adjustable headrest, a reading lamp and fresh air nozzles, as well as a standard window shade you would find in any other Airbus A320 aircraft. And as you can see, I put the shade to good use, along with a pillow, and tried to get some sleep. After an hour of rest, I decided to check out the lavatories. The sink is just like any other on an Airbus A320, same as the window shades. Thankfully, Saudia provides not only regular hand soap but also additional lotions on medium-haul flights. There is also the standard infant changing table, by the way, has anyone here ever used one of those? And relatively high quality facial tissues. So let's head back to my seat now as we have begun our descent towards Jeddah. And wow, today's sunset is simply stunning. To be honest, I can't quite remember which movie I was watching here, because this flight was over a year ago by the time I'm editing this right now. Maybe you can help me out here? But well, as you can see, we are now about 3 minutes away from Jeddah. Situated on the western coast of Saudi Arabia by the Red Sea, Jeddah is the country's second largest city after Riyadh and ahead of Mecca with nearly 4 million residents. But now it's finally time to enjoy the landing.
Dear guest, welcome to King Abdulaziz International Airport in Jeddah. For the local time is 15 minutes past the hour of 9, and the outside temperature is 34 degrees centigrade. Please ensure to collect all your belongings before leaving the aircraft. Thank you and have a very pleasant day.
Soon enough, it was time to say goodbye to today's seat and the charming cabin crew. And as we are now passing through the business class, I would like to let you know that I have already tested Saudia's A330 and 787 business class, and those videos will be online very soon. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss them. And that's already it for today. Thanks as always for watching this video until the very end. Stay healthy, take care, and cheers.